All right, thanks a lot, Jacob. So, we've been hearing a lot about the Great Resignation lately, right? Everybody's like leaving work behind, and people are just checking out. They're leaving the workforce entirely. A lot of it's pandemic related, but a lot of people wonder what's going on.
Yeah, and but do those reasons have anything to do with mental health? Let's check in with Monty Miller. He is from St. Luke's Behavioral Health Clinic. And for people who don't know what the Great Resignation is, why don't you just get us up to speed on what that term means?
Well, sure. Thank you. In 2021, the spring of 2021, more than 47 million employees voluntarily left their jobs, quit their jobs.
That is a staggering number. And what's the reason behind it?
Well, the pandemic was a lot of it, and then I think when employers started talking about coming back to the office versus working from home, because employees really want to work from home, they want flexibility, they want to live their best life, and they want to have different priorities. Some of them, even during COVID, would go out and start a whole new career and learn something new, or maybe new interests and passions, and they decided they weren't going to go back to the office.
Wow, so it's going to be tough. So I don't mind telling you, Monty, I don't ever want to be in management. No one's ever asked me. It's a mutual agreement we have. But if you were in charge of people right about now, what would your advice be to them during this time?
Right. Well, and I hear you. I know leadership is a challenge, but it's also an honor and a privilege. And I love my team that I work with, and I have a couple teams that I work with at St. Luke's. And I guess right now I would say, really help employees. That what they want to do is they want to feel valued. They want to feel like they have meaning in what they do at their work. They want to feel there's purpose in their work. They want to have flexibility. They want to have a family-friendly environment, and they want to know that they're cared for.
Yeah, wow. and those are all the things that go into, an employee making the decision to stay at a company. Those things that you said right there. Now, what about the employer? Should the employer be changing the way changing the rules of their workspace? Should they be allowing more people to work from home? Give them that flexibility that they need?
Yes.
Is that what employers are doing right now?
Absolutely. I'm so glad you brought that up, because I myself, I'm an old-time leader, so I have to change my paradigm. I think us leaders have to change our paradigms of leadership and be more flexible with our employees, because we'll lose them if we don't. There's too much competition out there where people are offering flexibility. They're often working from home. They're showing that they care for their employees and a lot of incentives. So I think we really do, as leaders, have to change the way we think about it and be more flexible.
And what do you say, Monty? Maybe you've already answered this, but people are always saying, where's everyone going? The Great Resignation. Everyone's, don't they still have expenses? So what do you say when people say, where are they going?
Right. Well, a lot of people are choosing to work from home and start their own business, whether it be an online business, or whether that they're looking at companies who will let them work completely from home. Because in my world, as a psychotherapist, there are a lot of companies out there that are completely virtual, and you can totally work from home. Well, that's where these therapists are going. Yeah. They want to do that. They don't want to go back to the office. And it could be fear of COVID, maybe contamination. It's also that they just enjoy working from home, and they're actually more productive. From home.
Yeah, well, this is an ongoing story, and it's something that I'm sure that we'll be talking about from now and into the future. Monty, it's great to see you.
Yeah.
It was great to meet you.
Thank you so much.
For your expertise.
Great to be here.
Please come back and visit us again.